Welcome to Dice Nerds and Nagas, coming at you from Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
There I am.
Dice Nerds and Nagas. I would have something to say, but my attorneys have advised me not to make an opening joke today, so I'm going to follow their advice this time. Now, where we left off last...
bastards. I think the idea that following anyone's advice is a little bit too
Right, I
realistic.
don't even follow my own advice most of the time.
When we try to keep this game as
was
realistic.
just Danny who's been watching from the sidelines saying, "Hey man, I'm coming back in December. You're gonna knock that shit off."
Yeah. Comes back in December like, Danny, we finished the game, it's over.
2nd of December.
Your
Everyone's
huge-
dead,
Everyone
nothing
died.
survived.
No, nothing
TPK.
worked.
That'd be interesting. Did Jamil die? That's what we want to know.
Oh, who knows?
Because that's his fucking thingy now.
Would that
I don't
be
know,
like
what happens when
an
you're...
MPK?
What happens when your...
Multiverse party film?
What happens
Yeah,
when your
whoa.
patron dies when you're a warlock?
You lose your power, surely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking debate on all the forums about that.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Our forum?
Interesting.
All forums.
Our forums, yeah.
Pyroforms?
Located at www.thisistheforumfordicenerds and Nagas discussion groups
And other
from
things.
Phnom Penh.
.com/.com.
The game, this is it.
Backspace.
You don't gotta keep looking.
Dog porn.
.com.
He actually
Not there yet.
created for us. But if anyone wants to discuss anything, I have no
There's a
idea where
forum?
it is. I don't know. He made
we
it.
have a subreddit.
Yeah.
I have
It's
no idea how
like
to
a Reddit, but
Yeah.
sub.
But also
Sub.
has sandwiches.
Yeah. And it can go underwater
footlongs.
for long periods of time.
Footlongs. Underwater footlongs.
It's like called when I'm swimming.
Now, where we left off last time, our heroes had gotten into Waterdeep, gathered Corden up, and got their magic castle from the wizards without much of a fight. They weren't really in the mood to waste their lives fighting these guys over it. So they got their castle back. They were leaving the area of Waterdeep and had seen a sort of curious sight. It seemed that an army from inside of Waterdeep gassed the entire giant army to death in a matter of minutes, you know. So a whole prong of the frost giant attack has collapsed. And Waterdeep seemed, I don't know, safe-ish. For the
Did I
moment.
see if they were dwarves? Couldn't remember.
You couldn't really see. The party in their castle with all of the assembled folks from the Feywild make their way through the sky quietly now. You know, the night is still and dark. Waterdeep is just a passing memory left behind. Distant memory. And
Sorry, is it night now? This is early morning.
it was early morning before.
We've been
If
trying.
it is, I'm gonna.
I'd
take a
say
rest.
you guys have been traveling for several hours now without any issues, and many people are beginning to turn in for the night, basically.
Harry the dog.
I reckon I'll run through before I rest and see if anyone needs any healing or anything like that. Just go through the refugees and.
No, everyone seems to be in well enough shape by now. They were cured by the queens, if anything.
You should probably make some food and water before you go sleep.
I'll make some food and water before I go to sleep.
Huh?
Do I?
Like, Jason's probably gonna go to bed. Sleep on the beach or something.
Beach bowling it out?
Yeah. So we do that, and then I will turn in.
Okay, a Drow who had gone along with the group of Fae from the igloo. Yeah, not too happy with her quarters at the moment. She was brought here to serve her patron, her Archfey patron, and doesn't feel like sleeping on the floor or sleeping in the basement is worthy.
Do we see this drow? Like, as I'm walking around?
Perhaps throughout the day you might have noticed this drow among the group, just because the rarity of drow.
Ask around and be like, hey, who's...
You'd probably you'd probably know.
Quick question. How many spell slots do you have for great food and water?
Let me check and make sure what...
So I've got 3, so I can make enough for 45 people.
I would say you might not know this drow, actually, just because she serves a different patron, probably doesn't actually spend much time in the Feywild.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
She's never really been
She's a material girl.
very much.
Cool beans.
You've never
Started
started
in the material plane of existence.
Not yet.
So, if she's doing that, who is she walking up to or looking for?
Well, that's up to you. You are unhappy with the quarters, so you've left the basement. You find yourself in the main hall. You've got your token, but the private bedroom, not really able to access that. The vaults or control areas, not able to access those necessarily.
Okay. Who's
Martum, you were given the proper clearances to go wherever in the castle, though. And Perdita.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
assume
guess
we're
so.
set up in Modoc's bedroom. last
Probably,
time.
yeah. I would imagine that's where most of you guys
A
would
nice
sleep.
soak.
Yes, he does have the hot and cold tubs, pools in his room.
Yeah, I can also make enough for 45 people.
I forget, what are the tokens allow you access to? Does it allow you access to the second floor?
Although you can break a
Yes,
higher
you can-
spell.
Yeah,
Stops you
the
from getting
bedroom.
I only
dragged.
I only have up to 3rd.
Oh yeah, I can do 30 more. So I can do 75 people.
We probably would have said it for everybody that, only us can get into,
Modoc's bedroom.
and the private quarters up there.
So let's see,
So that the
there's
Archfey
the
is
vault,
sleeping.
outside,
Oh dang!
Garden,
first
free reign.
floor.
Oh dang!
Kitchen.
Do you want them in the
free
library?
Is it pretty?
Sure, they can go to the
No.
library.
Yeah.
Why not?
Huh, where did I put the
Anyway,
second floor?
I didn't go to sleep. I didn't
Okay.
go rest or anything. I'm walking around, checking on the queen and
Okay.
making sure everybody's okay. So I'm walking around.
It's actually
Alright.
painted on the road.
It is.
Pretend I took the time to draw colors.
The question is, what language is it?
I mean,
The original ones or they
Nobody can read.
No one can read it. None of us were just like, I don't know.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are the originals.
Those are the
I'm just thinking, I can't find
I
the
reckon
second floor. It might be in my notebook, or a different notebook.
This is that annoying door which I never walked through, but somehow was inside the kitchen.
So I guess maybe Trixie.
So they have run of this one and this one. And then the second floor were like,
Yeah.
nobody else.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
But I wouldn't let them in the kitchens either. That fucking thing is dangerous. There's a robot chef, like, fucking, like, wheelie spinning hands and shit.
They might have gotten that a little more under control.
What did I say? I want a steak.
You
Just
look
came
like
towards
you're
the
here
nearest
with the
thing
Sun
with
Queen,
meat.
yes?
Yes.
Is there anything we can do about bedrooms? It's just I'm not complaining, but it's I'm a little bit. I don't really want to sleep in the cellar if it's all the same.
I mean, there are the dorms upstairs.
By the
which
way, I
everyone
love
has-
what you're wearing.
Oh, thank you. There's the dorms upstairs that the other people they told me about. Everybody can go to the dorms.
No.
No.
Oh, well, that's where the Archfey is. We'll let the bosses stay there.
Oh,
I
the
suppose,
queen.
yeah. There's only like 3 or 4
sorry,
beds,
that's
aren't
right.
there?
The queens are staying up there. My
Okay.
bad. But there's lots of space outside.
Would anyone mind if I hold up in the library?
I don't think it'll be a problem. I mean, yeah, go for it.
I'm Trixie.
Oh, I'm pretty dead.
You have to think about that one for a second.
You did.
I did.
She's
Bring
very
it to rest.
easily
Catnip.
noticeable. She's wearing very bright pink studded leather armor.
Bright pink what?
Studded leather armor.
I love her
it's
already.
Almost. It's
man,
verging on
that's perfect.
dominatrixy, but
Oh, yeah.
it's tasteful. But bright pink.
Is it bright pink? Is it?
It's bright pink.
Is it tasteful?
Yeah,
I
it's the tasteful
remember
part,
Trixie.
yeah.
She wasn't known for being tasteful.
In her mind, it's very tasteful.
That's a good one.
That's where you've been hiding.
he's surveying the
kill
mansion.
So, in the library,
With the candlestick.
you find there are a few other people scattered about sleeping in the comfy leather chairs or near the fireplace.
Mark, put your hand
Really, you find that you're a bit of a stranger here. You're used to the city of Waterdeep. You were even sitting in on the city's war councils before you were called up.
She was a councilwoman.
But here you are, away from home, away from all your minions and things, and you can't really even find a chair in the library. It's open.
Minions / orphans.
I've never slept in the castle, so I don't know second floor like how much space
We would have
there is.
showed you. Well, Modoc's room is a giant's room, so there's a massive bed everybody can sleep
Wish
on
I had
without
the
even touching.
goddamn
And there's big, beautiful pools and stuff. And I showed the terrarium, but we don't get too close.
Yes,
Just stay away from this terrarium, because if you go close and I explain to her what happened, how we do it,
What happened?
you get shrinked and you go down into the terrarium.
to fight your way out.
That's how you, and I whispered, that's how you
So
change the administrators' policy.
where is everyone at the moment is
There's
my
like
question.
different orc tribes in there and shit.
Are you guys upstairs in the bedroom right now, right?
Dinosaurs. Yeah.
You see me just very slowly kind of lean in.
that sounds
Hold
fun.
on a second. I just
We'll
want
go in
to.
there once to show you.
Okay.
So I follow you into the library, and I'm like, I haven't really seen many of your kind around before.
Oh, honey, you've never seen one of my kind before.
Okay.
Our kind.
How did you end up with our group?
My patron said I needed to come meet her. Some kind of calamity happened in Feywild, and so I came here.
Who's your patron?
DM's getting attacked.
Threnody.
Oh, okay.
So she's an Archfey as well,
Yeah.
part of the Summer Court, cat-like ears.
Okay. I
Wait,
do know.
this isn't mine.
Yeah,
So Trinity is here, yeah?
she would be here,
Yes.
otherwise I wouldn't have been summoned.
Yes.
I'm not really sure what I'm doing here.
Okay.
But it's a good thing we got out. Killing all those people with gas is very efficient. I kind of like it, but messy.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy. I don't really know what happened there. I'm not even gonna try and think about it.
I mean, there was this one time there were these people that I really didn't like, and I had my unseen servant kind of poison them all, so it's similar. But you know, these were giants, so the body's gonna be everywhere for days.
Oh, it's gonna be horrible. It's gonna make a really
I'm
bad
picturing
smell.
like
I like
beach
Trixie.
Really bad.
Have you been in here before?
This is the first time that I'm in here. And I've spoken to Tatiana, Queen Tatiana. I've decided to help these people for a while and see how things are going.
There's a whole lot of mess around. Who are these people?
Apparently they're trying to stop the cycle from happening, so they're trying to kill the Naga
Save the cheerleader.
and the Allfather to stop the cycles from
Has
happening.
Trixie heard anything about the Naga or the Allfather?
A bit. Yeah, you're aware that being a councilwoman, I guess, you'd be privy to a lot of the information.
Okay.
But on surface level, I guess you know that there's an Allfather. You've seen him with your own eyes. The Void Naga is not something you know as much about.
Okay. Is there anything to drink in this place?
I don't know. Apparently you can just ask from the kitchen.
Ooh, let's go to the kitchens.
But I think we should probably check with the people who know how the castle runs, because I remember that Feather had said something about crazy shit in the kitchen, and also I just want to make sure that we don't end up leaving everybody else with nothing to drink and eat and shit like that. So why don't you come with me? We'll go and we'll find the others.
She puts her arm through yours.
Cool.
Lead on.
Where'd you put your food?
Well, I assume we'd be in
Yeah.
the little basement underneath the kitchen.
No, they said they're in.
You're talking about the cold room?
Yeah.
Where the dragon was stored before, close by there?
Yeah, because you'd need a container when you do create food and water.
Yeah.
Well, you did that.
So they just restock the kitchen. Basically.
Yeah, that would be one of the earlier things done. Maybe.
Yeah, so we made enough food for 130 people.
Okay, that'll
24
be.
hours.
Yeah.
So in addition to whatever the kitchen can make, we've got enough food for 130 people.
Okay.
But now I'm upstairs with.
So we're gonna go look for them upstairs.
Okay. Opening the door to Modoc's bedroom, you are hit with the sort of ridiculous opulence of the room, I guess. It's all colored marble, glass, crystal, 2 large Olympic-sized pools, one steaming hot, one cold, and a bed big enough for a village to sleep in, basically.
Oh, thank God, this is much better.
Yes, there's various floral scents being piped in and soft music playing from mechanical speakers in the walls.
Perdita,
Yeah,
come here.
coming.
Look at this thing. It's like it's so sad.
What is it?
It's a terrarium? No, wait. I was told not to do that. I'm just saying, we're gonna do it at some point.
How's it working?
I think you
We just can't get too
press
crazy.
the button.
Oh,
Yeah, you get
Too
some-
close, too close.
And then everybody within 5 feet.
Too close.
guys, this is Trixie. I just met her downstairs.
Hi Trixie, I just met you downstairs.
No, that's not her name is. Her name is Trixie.
Yeah, I know, but I just, you met a random person and you brought them up here. I was just hoping.
Oh, okay. Well, she was asking for something to drink. So you guys know how the castle works, and I just wanted to
Just
figure out.
say it out loud.
You gotta push the button.
Alright.
Wine.
Push the button, say it out loud.
Ooh.
Wine.
Huh?
Wine.
A few moments later, maybe 10, 15 seconds,
Stop touching me.
a cart is pushed into the room. The wall slides open. Cart pushes out.
How large is this cart?
Holding it, I would say,
Giant
made
size.
for normal humanoids, actually.
Oh.
This is for the benefit of his guests.
Yeah, it grades itself down. To
And
No,
so
no, something to the wine.
wine is served, enough to serve the entire group of people in here.
I'll pour some glasses and take some over to the queens first. Just kind of hey, if you want some wine.
Okay, so heading out the room, go down the hall to the queens. They are asleep.
Never mind. I
Approach.
chug both of those glasses before I make it back to the room.
Colored lights, patterns play softly along the walls, emanating from crystals hanging above the beds.
Let's get in the hot pool.
I'm already in the hot pool.
Where's the
You're already in the hot
Let's not get in the hot pool.
But did they activate the light pool? The light dream machine?
Yes.
Okay, we must keep an eye on that.
Yeah,
We
because
keep an
I
eye
got
on that.
stuck.
You don't like
I
that.
come back
They
and I'm
activated-
like, hey, there's
there's a
weird lights on
dream
the thing and they're
machine.
asleep.
And the
Okay,
queens
that's-
activated it. I got stuck in there for days,
10
weeks.
days.
I don't know.
What is,
Oh god.
oh, it makes
Creates
you
a dream
sleep.
state, yeah.
So.
Trixie very
long
promptly
as we
just
wake
robes
up.
and jumps in the hot pool.
It's okay, we know how to wake them up.
There's a hot pool in here too?
Yeah, I'm
Olympic size.
over here.
Hot and cold.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
Yeah, sure.
Trixie.
It's been a day.
Hi, Trixie.
Sure, why not? I'll hop
Cool.
in there with my
You're a
wine.
big
Well,
man.
with a new one because I checked
I like
those too.
that.
Why, thank you.
I just sit on the edge of the pool with my feet in the water.
Citizens did it first.
I wish.
So, are you all from Waterdeep as well? I haven't seen you in the city. I know where you're from. Where are you from?
South.
North.
Faye.
East.
By our powers combined.
No, I'm from all over. I was originally from a far north coastal town. But I kind of just wandered.
Cool has little
I was in Waterdeep
whispers
for a couple weeks.
going off in his
a month or
ears.
two ago.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Did you ever make it down to Tillman's Land?
Yeah.
I opened up the most fantastic tea house there.
Roger,
Did you? I was looking for a good tea house. If I didn't see it, then I'm very disappointed.
It used to be a brothel, but you know, we revamped the whole neighborhood. It was quite
You've
successful.
never seen tea houses till you've gone to the Jade City.
Oh, honey, you need to see my tea house.
Been very lucky.
the king of the dice or his ass?
He's licking his ass. Just sitting it. Giving.
Look what I can do.
Giving Eron
It was a power move.
So it's
I'm just gonna lick my ass.
Weird flex, but okay. So, why are we heading towards this turtle man?
there's something we're looking for.
We're looking for stuff. There's supposedly some things that are gonna help them or help us.
And
More
Stuff
importantly,
of things.
safe.
might be a
South,
safe
north.
east.
Okay.
It'll be a
And
safe haven for the Fae that
yes,
have
that's
no
right.
home at the moment.
we're gonna
Oh,
leave
that's good.
the queens.
Because whether you believe that the cycle's happening or not, the turtle is safe through it.
I didn't believe until recently, but
Although it's, yeah.
saw the thing. That was pretty terrible.
When a giant blue man sits in a mountain and goes by, it's hard not to believe.
Well, I saw that one second, but yes, same.
Can I just say, out of character, when you read out the description of the Naga, was it last week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All my hair is
so good.
on end.
So
Like,
good.
it was amazing.
I know. I spent the whole time like,
Well,
Yeah.
cool.
It's
it
enormous.
was so good.
Yes?
So good.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
I don't like. Okay, so who are you? Where are you from?
yeah.
Why are you in the castle?
I've been Waterdeep for a long time now. I'm Drow, in case you haven't noticed.
Ah, that's the color. I gotcha.
I don't know
That's
what
the
drow.
color.
What's drow?
So you know how there are elves? There are also dragons.
Drow elves.
Mm.
Well, most of my people are kind of
They're not really nice.
it's an understatement, but yes. My mother is the ruler of one of the Drow cities, and I've spent a lot of time
Which-
trying to please her. And
Which
just,
city by?
it's not Menzoberranzan. It's one of the other capitals.
Do you know what's her name? Lilith?
Lolth?
The priestess.
Do you know
Lost the god.
Well, not personally, honey. I mean, she's a god.
The priestess of
Is this one of
the
those things
priestess.
where like you think all drow know each other?
I think we might be going.
No, sorry, I was trying to remember. I'm sorry. Do you know the priestess of Loth in Minsbarazin?
Well,
You met her?
My family doesn't really get along with the families in Menzoberranzan. Or at least they didn't. I haven't been there in a really long time. Really long time. I think I had maybe 2 sisters I hadn't killed before I left. It's hard to remember. But anyway, Threnody took a liking to me. And,
For what?
my patron.
Trinity.
Trinity.
Archfey.
And, decided that her interest would be better served with me above ground. Which is good because, honestly, I was quite boring before.
What is an archfey?
They're really,
So they're
really
fae,
powerful.
and then there are archfey.
Wizards?
No,
Like Mark
Kind of
Hanford
under
doesn't
the
know
level.
what archfey are.
I would say under the level of a god, basically.
Oh.
Non-immortal, as far as I know.
Like
Where do they get their power from?
They've just existed from who knows when.
like I know there's a lot of
From the
lore
beginning
where
of
like,
the
like you're
cycle,
making like
makes
a
you kind of
pact or trying to get divine intervention or stuff.
Was Trinity on
Sometimes it'll be archfey.
the Fae? In the Feywild?
Oh yeah, she's upstairs. I think she's.
Oh, is she here now?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, she's probably dead if she wasn't there now.
Well, honey,
It'd be awkward.
if she were dead, I wouldn't be here. But I was sleeping at home, and she sent me a little message.
Notes! We have notes. Secrets.
All right. Nice. Very nice. Okay.
Haven't had one of those in a while.
Not since I started playing.
I was
I've received
in
one.
my house in Waterdeep and sleeping, and Threnody popped into my dreams as she does. We're outside the city. You need to come now. So I did, and here I am.
Cool. Cool.
Cool.
What's your whole deal?
Well, I like to think I'm pretty amazing. And what's your deal?
Mostly confusion.
Anger. Lots of anger.
Well,
Confusion.
it's anger born of confusion.
Angry because I don't know what's going on.
I have something for that, and I cause calm emotions on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna contest it.
DC 19.
I made it.
Oh, you made it.
Dude!
Now she's really angry.
Oh god.
Didn't help.
No? Oh, it usually works. Oh well, I'll try again tomorrow.
I wouldn't suggest it.
No?
No,
Okay.
no.
I'm going to.
Now about that
Did
wine.
you
It can wait.
notice
It can wait
that
a
there
little
were
bit.
2 frost giants and then there were not 2 frost giants?
Yes.
Oh,
That was her.
that was me.
That was fun. Where
That
did they
was
go?
fun.
Yeah, where did they go?
They went to I guess you'd call them like Dimmy plane.
Okay.
I don't know, I get
What is
because
that?
they're from the material plane,
Yeah.
yeah. So if you're from a different plane, you get
Sent
back
back to
there,
home.
and if you last the whole minute, then you're there, and you have to find different means to get back. But if you're from this plane, you get sent to a Dimmy plane.
So they're probably going to be quite pissed if they see you again. I would imagine.
I imagine that when they reappeared, they were surrounded by deadly gas.
Oh yeah.
Did they go that far?
I'm pretty sure. Because it said killed like all the other guys.
It's gonna be a sneak attack soon.
So does anybody know how long it's going to take before we get where we're going?
Let's see. Pretty, do you know who went up with? Did anyone go with?
I
Corbin?
went up to show what's her face.
Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Okay.
To get the directions, so I would have seen how far that was.
So I would say it will be about a 3-day journey. Burning fuel though.
Do we have enough?
We have enough for a 3-day journey because if I remember, it was something like 1,000 gold a day, and we have at least 15 left.
Okay.
So you guys should be fine then.
Okay, cool.
And this is in addition to one burned previous session.
So we should probably get some rest on our way to the turtle, and then once we get to the turtle, and we get this other artifact that you guys need.
Dibs.
No, I don't care. What?
I don't have an artifact, and you look so cool with them. Damn it.
My spear is a spear of the sun and moon.
Jessup is sleeping, right? Yeah. Is Jessup sleeping in this room?
No, just
Nice
sit
to
on
be
the
on the
beach.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He's a beach bum at heart.
So once we get these things,
So tan.
what's
Lobster
the plan? What's the next thing we have to get?
Well,
I would suggest then either, well, it depends on our current party grouping, either the Underdark or Barovia. The blood of something's in
Blood of
Barovia.
heroes.
Blood of heroes.
What is Barovia?
You're from the Underdark. If we went there, you would know it quite well, wouldn't you?
I didn't
We'd
leave
have
on the
to
best
dress
of
up with
terms
us.
with my mother.
To talk to his brother.
Well, you're from the Feywild. You know how time is different and everything.
Yes.
I don't know when I left.
Okay.
Serenity kind of brought me to her realm, and then I was back and it was here. I honestly still don't
It
really
could be
know
1,000
what year
years
it-
older.
I have no idea.
Okay. Cool. Oh, I was just thinking, like, you would maybe know some things down there better than us, because we've just never been.
Well, where are you going?
Menziberozin.
I've been.
It's under siege at the
We've
moment.
been.
That's about a month
For
away from our
5
city.
minutes.
Okay.
We've
Oh,
been
it's
to the
not.
Underdark for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we've been.
Oh, also,
I stayed there for a while.
What are we gonna tell?
He was there for a long time actually.
No,
Yeah.
we're just not gonna even say anything
Aren't we?
until we have to, because we don't know.
About
I
what?
feel like I've
I think
walked
somebody
in the middle of
needs to-
something.
Yeah, I also don't know what they're talking about.
Zembri and
Zimbri and Gordon.
Your previous party member.
Yeah.
What's a sandbreed? It sounds delicious.
It was
She.
pint-sized bite of deliciousness.
God.
She's missing. She's one of our party,
Yeah,
and
she
we got
flew away when we were
separated.
in the Underdark. She
And we haven't
Split
yet
from us.
located.
Was she
her.
one of those bird people?
No.
technically not. She could turn into a bird.
She did often turn into a bird.
She was
It's
not
not
a
her thing.
bird person. She was like of the nature. A nature person.
She was quite short.
Just turn into bears and things.
Short, tall.
How tall or short are you?
She
Do people
is-
use the class names in Dungeons and Dragons?
Sometimes,
Like,
I mean, like,
hey,
some
I'm a druid.
people
Hey,
are.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah, I mean, like wizards, like wizard college.
So almost as tall.
Although a fighter probably wouldn't call himself a fighter.
Hi, I'm a fighter. Nice to meet you.
Barbarian
Hi, I'm a
probably have a
rogue.
different name.
I like to pick locks and stuff.
But like a warlock, kind of, or a bard, those are things that people
Yeah,
would call
those are
themselves. So I guess it just kind of depends.
Druids,
I
yeah.
feel like
It's
druids
not like
wouldn't be
somebody
able to-
would go like, "Hello, nice to meet you. I'm a thief."
I'm a roguish sort of person, you know.
People
I
here don't go, hi, I'm a carpenter.
I like to-
randomly in the beginning of a conversation.
So what do you do? I
like to
assassinate people.
Evil things.
But yeah, I would say, you know, this first night goes relatively peacefully. You're able to get to know each other a little bit better, perhaps.
What are you looking for in the underground?
What are we looking for in
The
the
cloak.
A cloak.
Yeah.
Cloak of many
Hold on a
colors, I
second.
think.
All these
Choices.
things that you guys are collecting, right? Is that one person gonna wear it and then wear
I do
all
not
of
think
it?
so. I do not think
That sounds kind of gaudy.
Yeah.
We're not 100% sure yet.
Oh, okay.
We need
I
to
just
collect.
stare.
She's 100% negative.
We
right
have
now,
to
I'm not.
collect.
Okay, well, I'm staring at a pile of clothes.
We have to collect all of them and then go back to where the person whose it was
Okay.
crypt, and there is a spectral elf there, a ghost, who will
Oh, right.
explain to us what to do.
That was more than I knew.
That's Horatius
I remember.
Rex's.
I remember that now.
For those
I was
of you,
thinking, like,
did
what
we
do
did
do
we
with
film
this?
those ones? Yeah.
It was before my time, so I didn't know.
No.
No.
No, we did not. We were
No,
still
that's
trying
right.
to
We were
get
still trying to-
sound and stuff sorted
Ah.
out.
The camera.
and cameras.
Well, we'll
We
get
can do
there.
like a recap.
Yeah, because I only found out about it like 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, we did do a
We were in the
recap though
permit.
of some
We
of the
need to
stuff
do
that had
another.
happened.
The
But
first one's really hard.
it does miss some of the nuance and vibe from earlier episodes. I thought we had some pretty good sessions that didn't make the cut.
In that second
snakes.
day, I would like to go talk to Corin.
What?
I would like to go talk to Corin.
Alright, sure thing. So the next day, breakfast is served. There is enough food to serve everybody comfortably.
I was gonna ask, like,
And
is that approximately
you
the
were
amount?
getting a quiet place at the nighttime, correct?
Yes, that night I was going to, since there are people everywhere, the only place I can think of where I could find quiet is gonna go check out the armory to see if there's anyone in there, and if that's busy, then I'm gonna go into the vault because I'm pretty sure nobody's sleeping in the vault.
Nobody,
No,
nobody can get into the vault or the armory.
Yeah, so the
Only
vault,
us.
the armory was full of people, kind of poking, prodding at the machines a little, and the vault was empty. You're able to find some peace and quiet there.
Okay.
Now, you pray and pray and pray and pray, and eventually sleep takes you. And in your dreams that night, you feel that you're sitting in Kelemvor's throne room, basically. And outside of the windows, you could see the great wall of souls crumbling beneath attacks by Nagas and other various creatures. Dragons wheel about overhead, burning vast swaths of the city of the dead. And Kelemvor sort of entreats you, look upon the destruction that comes to our realm now. Would you say that I have failed in my duties?
No, I mean, I don't think that in any of the previous cycles anyone has successfully been able to stop the Void Naga, so I wouldn't say that you failed at all.
The Void Naga, it's yet to show itself here, but its forces, they tear my kingdom down. Things need to be made right. The celestial army of order is vanquished. You've heard of this, I suppose.
No.
Has word
No.
reached the mortal realms?
No.
Well, the great army of angels and archangels is gone. is what I'd like to speak to you about.
How can I help, my lord?
Before I ascended to my current position, I encountered something known as the Tablets of Fate, a powerful artifact that can shape reality at your whim. Find these tablets and use them. I would recommend bringing back the Celestial Army, but if you can find a better use for them, I do trust your judgment.
Thank you, my lord. Do you have any idea where I should start looking?
There were 2 tablets. One of them, I know, has made its way to the city of Thay in the south. Past blazing deserts. You'll find it there.
And the second?
The second is lost to me, but I feel that the giants may be behind it.
Okay.
Most likely one of the more intelligent ones, cloud giants or storm giants, may have answers for you.
Okay.
I know that what I ask you is difficult, perhaps even impossible in the world as it is now, but I ask that you try. Please, save this kingdom. Restore order to the cycle of life and death. This... I cannot abide this.
I understand.
And the dream ends. You awaken in the armory, to the light intercom informing guests that breakfast is currently being served. And please arrive promptly, or they cannot promise that you will get a plate.
I think Trixie would like to go and find Trinity.
Find who?
Her bedroom.
Okay. You find her sitting in the lounge smoking room, picking at her breakfast with some of the other Archfey.
Are there other people around her besides the other Archfey?
What kind of people?
Just any other Fae or any of them, I guess.
Well, the queens are not in attendance right now. They seem to have put themselves somewhere else.
Okay.
The other Archfey are just kind of nobles of the summer court, basically.
Melly, did you have time to have a word?
Of course.
There are battlements in this castle, yes?
Yes.
So we'll take a walk to the battlements.
Okay. Out in the chilly, the chilly morning, you can see the sun rising in the distance and cold wind blowing over the ocean. She sits there, arms crossed, watching the sea. What can I do for you, Trixie?
These people are quite interesting, but I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to get the thing away from them once I have it.
Well, you just need to gain hold of it yourself, correct?
Yes.
The turtle, grandfather turtle, I believe, he is the one that's supposed to be in possession of this amulet. I'd like you to take it and bring it to me. Is that too much to
No,
ask?
I was just wondering if this is... Doesn't really matter how I do it?
Oh, no, not at all, but it'd be quite the get, and I think that all the other Archfey would be, they'd just be stunned silent. Me strutting around with an ancient artifact like that, don't you think?
It does seem like a lot of fun. Those people, did you see the angel boy? He's quite dreamy.
Angel boy. Ah, yes, well...
What else did I know he's talking about?
Yeah, at first I wasn't sure. Well, must have him more a little bit dynamic, actually. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because he's so dour.
Is he so...
Dynamic?
Demonic. Dynamic. That needs to be a thing.
There needs to be things
Into
can't
my-
Denums.
Demons. They're accountants.
That was cruel.
Swallow.
But she says, I'll let you have first run at him, I suppose. But should you fail, maybe I'll step in. Thanks for the heads up.
He looks like he needs a bit of perking up, but I mean,
Do what you will, Trixie. I've not been in your way in the past. I won't be in your way in the future. I merely ask this one little thing from you. Can't I?
Do you know what it does?
Oh, who cares? I don't know, this or that. I'll figure it out later, but I know that no one else will have one.
This is true. The queens don't know about this, do they?
Oh, no. Don't let them know about it. They'll probably try to offer it up for the greater good or something like that. But fashion is the most important thing.
Right?
We did tell
Do you
you.
like the new armor? I just had it made last week.
It's gorgeous, dear. Now, please, make it work.
Nice to get reference.
I'll do my best, my lady. She gives a little wink and
There's something really unsettling about watching both of them pretend to be women and talk about fashion.
They say, I am in touch with my feminine side.
No, you're pulling off better than I would, but
I watched The Notebook. I didn't like it, but I watched it.
I've never seen it.
I thought the main guy that she was following, I thought he was a douchebag. It's like, oh, I'm gonna hang off of a Ferris wheel and pretend I'm gonna kill myself if you don't go out with me.
Pretty terrible.
That's so romantic.
Is that
I think
the movie
it's
Brian Gosling?
Josh from Drake and Josh. Pretty sure.
What's Jake and Josh?
I have no idea.
What?
What Jake and Josh is?
Okay. Either way, let's fucking move on past this non-productive avenue of discussion. Because, oh my god, it is already,
Go and have some breakfast.
Talk to
there's still no power in the neighborhood.
BKK3.
Not here.
Yeah, I think, in Tultampong.
Oh,
Wow.
they had in TK in Tulkok, they had a huge
But
spike
we
on
have
people's
generators.
computers and shit.
Really?
It's fucking crazy.
We had a power outage at the school.
It's going to be till tonight. The one in it said BKK3 on the announcement.
Oh, wait, so this is a planned power outage today.
Maybe I'm not sure.
So if anybody wants food, maybe order something from BKK1.
Yeah, definitely. Probably do some delivery now. I'm just saying the apartment's gonna be
Farley.
hot
Remember
as
running
shit.
over here if anyone was open.
Don't have a fan or anything.
Shall
It sucks.
we finish up the...
Talk to Gordon.
Yeah.
Can I talk to
He
Gordon?
wants to talk to
Yes,
I
of
mean,
course.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's in the morning. You see Corton eating some fried eggs and some sausages, watching the navigation computer. Magitech computer,
I walk up to him and I say, we need to talk.
Oh, sure thing, Chief. Lay it on me. Sausage?
Yes, thank you. I put it in my pocket.
Pocket sausage. Right? So Corton's kind of looking at you expectantly. He's like,
Obviously, you haven't seen Zemri around here.
yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you guys about that, but we've been kind of busy.
And we went through quite a rough patch, like all of us, including her especially, with demons and gods and everybody trying to get us to work for them and be on this side, that side and stuff. And she got a bit wound up about not being in control of her destiny. And we were down in the Underdark one day and she just took off.
What?
Yeah. She turned into a giant bat and flew away.
So I imagine that's why you guys have been gone for so long? You've been looking for her in the Underdark?
She made it very clear she doesn't want to. Like when I say just took off, I mean she spoke to us and said, basically, I'm going on my own way. Goodbye.
What? That doesn't sound like her.
We've all changed, and her especially changed a lot. The things we've been through have been quite harrowing. But in this sort of the sacrifice she made, leaving us, helped save the entire city of Waterdeep from the plague. You might have heard that the plague stopped in Kowloon after we went there.
Okay, you're bullshitting me, right? So she's just off doing something. She's on a mission, right?
Yeah, I don't know if she's on a mission or just wanting to live out the rest of it. She's just given up on the cycle thing. She wants to just live out and be herself.
Well, Okay, so you guys will keep in contact with her, right? We can check up.
We've tried to every now and again. Our new cleric, Martin, if you met her, she's been trying to, I don't know, they do some sort of telepathic spell thing, but there's been no answer, which means she could be on a different plane. She could be passed away. There's the Underdark. We don't know.
Okay, well,
But we'll keep on trying.
you know, she's tough. She'll be fine. But
So,
I think it's bullshit that you left her down there, though.
well, that was the thing. Half of our party just ran off back to the portal because there was like a portal there, and then another one ran off to the other thing, and I was left there, and I was just like, she flew away into these little cracks, and there was no way I could follow her. So I went back to the material world, to the portal. and tried to
Whatever.
follow
I
the rest
need
of the party.
time to think about this, I guess. By myself?
Teleport away.
Crash this fucking thing into the ocean!
I was about to say, wait till we get to the grandfather turtle before you tell him that.
But I will. Yeah, I want to be in the control room most of the time.
Well, he doesn't want you in there right now.
Oh, is he in there? I thought it was.
Yeah, you talked to him in the control room. He was looking over the computers.
Well, then I'm making sure which direction he's flying in from outside somehow. Looking at the sea. If he makes any giant
The
turns.
sun's rising over there, so we're gonna go over here. Okay, but yeah, so I think talking with Corden, that might be a good stopping point. Okay, right? So, just a quiet time, recollecting ourselves in Modoc's Keep, getting things going again, burning through treasure, dealing with the aftermath from these last stressful few adventures that have been tearing at the party so badly. And coming up, Grandfather Turtle, Naga Mischief, crazy nonsense that probably won't even make any sense if you think about it for too long. So, you know, all of that and possibly more, possibly less, next time on Dice, Nerds, and Nagas. Thank you.
Bye.